Frank Bruni, thank you so much for joining me.
Well, you're welcome.
Okay, so now you covered George W. Bush's first campaign for president. You covered the Vatican after that. You're used to passionate responses from readers, especially when you're covering politics and religion. How does the intensity of the feedback to your dining writing compare?
Triple, quadruple, quintuple. I mean, much more so. People care much more about food than they do about the Pope, it turns out.
Hey Frank, who has the dirtiest restaurant in New York City?
You know, we have a 25 and under column, so I'm sort of like the 30 and over in terms of prices. I'm happy to say I don't walk into that many dirty restaurants. I know they're out there, and I'm mercifully spared them. So.
All right, but you're protecting your identity is key.
What you have control over and have to try to protect at all costs is the restaurant not knowing you're showing up. So you don't reserve in your own name. You either have friends make the reservation, you have a changing lineup of people do that, you don't use the same callback numbers, you do all of that.
I seem to remember, full disclosure, I've been on tastings with you, and at one restaurant there was that moment when it was clear they realized Frank Bruni is here, and the service actually got worse because it was too aggressive.
That's right. Yeah, people always say you must get great service. I get different service probably, but not always great service. I would say as often as not it ends up being worse because they get so bunched up. Someone told me, I don't want to name who it was, but one of my long ago predecessors at the Times apparently became so amused by this over time that he would sometimes, just to entertain his guests, would just kind of like scoot a piece of silverware off the table and let it hit the floor just to see, as if like, you know, sharks going for chum, like how many servers would come over to pick it up, you know?
I want to know if Cipriani still has a good carpaccio and a peach Bellini.
Well, they're famous for their peach Bellini. Their peach Bellini is good, but I'm pretty sure, if memory serves me, it's $19 and change. The carpaccio is also among the less disappointing things at Cipriani, but if memory serves me, that's in the like $39 range. The bottom line on Cipriani is it is egregiously expensive for what you get.
All right, well now I'm going to bring in some food so that we're going to see what it's like when Frank Bruni is at a tasting.
Okay, wow, that's exciting.
We've got 4 different kinds of...
Well, generously we'd say pasta.
And then,
are these all different? Because some
yes.
of them look kind of redundant. Okay.
No, they're different. No, you should be able to see that they're different.
Well, that noodle's bigger. Yeah, I guess. Well,
and the color.
Yeah, this looks kind of hot, so I'd blow on it if I were you.
That's impolite to blow on your food.
It looks a little hot. I'm gonna blow on it. Put it in your mouth.
Now, tell me about that one.
This is wretched. It is like you've leached the flavor out of it. I mean, this one had plenty of flavor, all of it raw, right? These two, it's just like eating noodle paste. It's terrible.
What's on your list? What you like to eat?
Well, because I eat so much, you know, fancy, composed, you know, articulated food or whatever, when I'm not reviewing them, I tend to eat really simple things. I'll eat ribs, I'll eat a roast chicken, I'll eat I love popcorn. On
the tastings that I've been on with you, it's remarkable. It's easy to forget that we're there for you to review a restaurant. That it just doesn't, it's maybe once or twice in the course of a meal you'll say, what did everyone think of the veal?
Right. I probably haven't asked you whether you like something or not because, well, I don't care. I mean, I hope you like it for your sake.
All right, well, I want to thank you so much for joining me here today. And I'm glad that, that you were able to taste the mac and cheese without throwing up.
Well, I want to just thank you for that flavor bonanza.